Yo, yo, yo. You already know. It's Gonzaga. It's Baylor. Let me get ready here, please.
And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Granger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, with 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call clickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Celebrate your next special occasion with Morton's the Steakhouse. Morton's is the prime place to take your special someone for that perfect steak and an unrivaled dining experience. Visit Mortons.com for reservations. Kevin Kugler, PJ Carlesimo, Jim Jackson. Jim, take me into that Gonzaga huddle a moment ago. They've been blitzed here early in a football stadium with a football term 16-4, the advantage for Baylor.
More important, just kind of miscommunicating on the defensive end, on the pick and rolls. Two players are going with the driver, but also not putting the body inside, allowing the multiple offensive rebounds.
Cook on the drive, dumps it over his shoulder to Drew Timme, crashing down the middle of the lane, and he lays it into two.
That's three good offensive possessions in a row for Gonzaga. Unfortunately, I missed the layup, but this end of the floor, the defensive end has really been a problem.
Underneath, defensively, getting free is Flagler, and as he goes up for the shot on the left block, he is fouled by Drew Timme, and he'll have to earn it at the line. But again, you talk defensively, Coach, and immediately Baylor attacks, and they've got an open man on the left block.
Yeah, the roll man was wide open again. He came over to foul him, which probably was a good play. But again, it's the breakdowns allowing these opportunities.
Flagler at the line, first free throw good for the 86% shooter. If the signals are going at a railroad crossing, don't be tempted to try and sneak across the cracks. Ever. Stop. Trains can't.
And I will say this, the physical amount of contact in the Gonzaga game against UCLA is huge, but the mental part, I think it is slowing up. Gonzaga on both ends of the court right now with the energy.
As Timme turns it over, Davion Mitchell with a steal, open to the other end of the floor, got caught under the basket and hit the bottom of the rim, but it stays with Baylor. The three from Flagler on the left wing rolls home. The scramble situation, and Adam Flagler drains a three, and Baylor up 21-6. It's the largest deficit of the season for the unbeaten Bulldogs.
It's looking scarily for Gonzaga like the first half of the Houston Baylor game.
Nembhard in the paint, fade away from 8 is good for Andrew Nembhard to slow down this Baylor attack.
And Chavo Chacho just stripped the ball. He took it right out of his hands.
Meyer to the top of the key for the Bears. Up 21-8. Meyer feeds inside. Oh, Chavo Chacho with a two-hand stuff, and it's 23-8.
And that's how Timme was out here half court.
Hey, yo, guys, we're streaming the Baylor Gonzaga game. Go look. Stream link down below.
Exactly. They switch it outside, and nobody's covering the roll man.
Trying to get around the defensive player of the year. Davion Mitchell is tipped and taken away. A steal for Baylor. Flagler navigates to Meyer. Fakes the three. Dribbles inside. Dumps it to Chamo Chachua. Little floater from the free throw line is short. Gonzaga the rebound. Nembhard navigating up the floor to Cook on the right wing. Cook has got Mitchell just draped all over him. No breathing room at all for the backup point guard and the transfer from Southern Illinois. Timme at the top of the key, dribbles to the elbow ball, poke three, and it's a turnover again for Gonzaga. Baylor basketball up 23-8.
Flagler's the guy that knocked the loose. Chavo Chacho is going to get credit for the steal, but Flagler made the play.
8 under 12 to play in this first half. Mitchell just dribbling on top of the logo. Cook on it, drives past Cook. Shot blocked inside by Timme, and Gonzaga will go the other way. 5 on 4. Mitchell late to the party. Up ahead to Nembhard. Nembhard going up for the stuff, and he's swatted. But a foul is going to be called. Chamo Chachua went up with him and just threw the ball out of his hands, but he's called for the personal foul. 11:42 to play in the first.
I thought he was going to reverse it. You saw Chachua coming towards him, but he tried to go up. A late call right at the end. I think the official may have thought it was a little bit more contact, but he hesitated. Yeah, I agree. Again, it was the slot official making a call from the opposite side.
There's a break in the action with the score. Baylor 23, Gonzaga 8. You're listening to the Men's Basketball National Championship on the Husker One NCAA Radio Network. That beautifully designed smartphone of yours is about to get jealous of a toothbrush. The Oral-B IO electric toothbrush. It doesn't look or feel like any toothbrush you've ever known. You power it on, it quietly hums to life, you choose your brushing mode. Then every time you brush, you'll enjoy
Okay,
the wow
boom.
of a
There we go.
professional clean feel at home. All that, and it's winning 10 awards and raves from dentists everywhere.
Well, Baylor enjoying a huge lead right now. Well, Baylor sucks, though. I mean, yeah. Well, it's going to commercial break here.
Fans.
Did you know 50,000 NCAA student athletes compete in NCAA championships at more than 800 sites across the country? Be the first to know about ticket availability for upcoming NCAA championships by visiting ncaa.com/tickets and signing up for ticket alerts today. That's ncaa.com/tickets. Fifth all-time championship game featuring the AP preseason top 2 teams. All 4 previous ones have been won by the number 2 team in that preseason poll. Guess who's up now? The number 2 team in that preseason poll, 23-8. Baylor over Gonzaga, 11:42 remaining in the first. And Mark Few has said, enough's enough. I'm going back to Jalen Suggs with those 2 fouls. A lot of trust in the freshman to stay on the floor and not get himself into further fouls.
Well, especially with his experience and quickness of the Baylor back.
They're a little smaller. Nemhard out there still shooting free throws.
Yo,
Cruz
what's
still
up?
out there, and Suggs still out there. A 3.
What's up? What's
smaller
up?
lineup with
What's up?
Nemhard hits a goal for this 23-10 Baylor.
It's almost a
Yo, why you
situation
muted?
where you look up the score and say,
Okay, man. Yeah, my brother was coming by. I'm putting him on.
Right to left, hand off to Flagler. Flagler will hand off to Butler again, standing on the logo. Eyeing Cook.
Can you hear the audio of the game?
Yeah.
Left side, Flagler fadeaway to the left side, hard up the heel. Flagler gets his own rebound on the right side, tries to bounce it down low. Diving play by Flo Thamba as it kicked off a Gonzaga foot. A tie-up is called, possession arrow for the Bulldogs. That's a break for Gonzaga because that went off a foot on its way through. Should have been a kick ball.
well, 6 offensive rebounds. Again, the energy level, what we talked about before, would it be there coming off an emotional game right now, like I said, in favor of Baylor? It hasn't been there yet. Flagler just out-hustled Cook for the rebound. That was a deep rebound. Flagler just out-hustled him for it.
Here's Kisper driving inside, and the shot thrown out of bounds by Flo Thamba. He went down the right side of the lane, going up for the shot, and Thamba swooping in, threw it out of bounds with the right hand.
Really good help defense by Thamba.
Suggs will inbound, bouncing down low to Anton Watson, goes reverse from right to left and misses the layup. Thamba the rebound. Push ahead to Butler. Butler on the left wing. Step back 3 on the left wing. It's good. Butler drains it from deep, and it's 26-10. Baylor with a 16-point advantage.
It's a 5-point swing. Watson's got to make that shot, especially when you're struggling offensively. And Butler, right back down the court, one-on-one, created space, splash, 3-point shot. Second layup they've missed. I mean, an uncontested layup. Baylor's defense is excellent, but didn't cause those 2 layups to be missed. Obviously, Gonzaga cannot afford that. 4 for 4, by the way, from the three-point line for the Bears.
Flagler called for a foul. Gonzaga will inbound to Nemhard, top of the key. The give to Suggs. Suggs around the Timmy screen. Picked up by Thamba on a switch. Ball knocked out of his hands by Thamba. Diving for it on the floor. Suggs gets it back. Triples it out to Timmy. Timmy on the deck. Grabbing for it. Scooped up as well by Maceo T. That's going to be a tie-up. That's going to be a turnover. Baylor's getting the basketball back. Bodies all over the floor. And the energy that Jim Jackson's been talking about all night on display again for the team in green and gold.
Turnover 6, right? But the activity to the ground first. I mean, sheer determination. Talked about the Baylor defense, how well it is, how great it is. It's definitely showing up this evening.
Teague on the right-hand wing will back it out to Mitchell. Now back to Teague. 15 to shoot. Teague against Timmy. Teague launches a three over Timmy. Oh, he hits it again! 5 for 5 for the nation's best three-point shooting team. They got their largest lead at 19, 29 to 10. Drew Timmy just trying to right the ship, lost the dribble, gets it back, runs it up and lays it in, and that stops the 6-0 burst.
How they make a layup right there. I didn't know if you would have considered Teague's shot a good shot. It was kind of early in the clock. He just kind of said, I'm relatively open, let me take this, but he splashed.
Mitchell, left-hand dribble, middle of the floor, 9:28 remaining in all Baylor first half, 29 to 12. Teague around the screen. Timmy on him. 4 to shoot. Teague to work. Teague to the free throw line. Runner banked it off the window. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Drew Timmy. And Baylor gets another chance.
Well, but the dribble penetration brought Timmy out of the lane. So now Vital had an opportunity to get his hands on it. So if you're going to get beat off the dribble, you're going to expect more offensive rebounds by Baylor. It switched outside and you had the big setting the screen in the pick and roll, so Timmy ended up on the smaller guy. Good patience coming in. Mark Vital has really been active on the offensive glass.
Mitchell will inbound it now to Butler. Butler working against Antoine Watson, and Watson swats it off Butler, and then a foul is called on Watson. He had it trapped on the sideline, and Watson picks up a personal foul.
I just thought it was a great defensive play by Watson. It was. Randy McCall, I thought, was just going to call out of bounds, and it went off the Baylor player. So his choice was either give the ball to Baylor or call a foul. I thought it should have been Gonzaga ball.
Mitchell off the inbound to Butler in the corner. We've got a whistle and a foul as he launches the three. That foul going underneath against Flo Thamba. And that's a turnover back to Gonzaga. No shot. The foul first. And it's 29-12 Baylor. Gonzaga with the ball.
Only second turnover for Baylor. That was a screen. One shot.
Suggs dropping it off for Timmy, driving down the right side of the lane. Misses the layup under great contest. Ball knocked free. Butler's got it. And here comes Baylor with the basketball. Mitchell navigating up the floor. Leads it for Butler. Trailing three. Left wing. That's short. Rebound Suggs. And now Suggs wants to run. Suggs up the floor. Ball in his hand. No look pass to Timmy and a two-hand flush.
The beautiful thing about that, Davion Mitchell is trying to set up another charge opportunity on Jalen Suggs, but he was under control when he made the pass. Did a smart thing, and as soon as he made the pass, he stepped sideways, take the whistle out of the referee's mouth.
Teague roving at the top of the key against Kispert. Teague look crossover, gets Kispert on his hip, runs it in off the window and good. Boy, Kispert having trouble staying with him right now. 31-14, Baylor by 17. And we've got a whistle and an offensive foul away from the ball. Drew Timmy got tangled up underneath with Flo Thamba, picks up his first personal foul, and a turnover. Back it goes to Baylor's 7th Gonzaga turnover of this first half.
Yeah, the two players that are really having trouble guarding, and not surprisingly, when they're switched onto the ball handler, Drew Timmy or Corey Kispert, and Baylor's recognizing that and just driving what they consider a mismatch.
8 minutes to play first half, and it has been all Baylor from the jump, 31-14. Mitchell jumps a pass into the right corner. Meyer fakes a three, kicks it back out right wing. Butler three, rips out, no good. Rebound, and a foul is going to be called. Meyer crashing the glass inside. Suggs was under there. Who's going to get the foul? It will be against, I believe, Chakwa of Baylor, who picks up the personal foul. Gonzaga basketball, timeout in Indy. 31-14. Baylor Bears with a lead. You're listening to the Men's Basketball National Championship on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Okay, I got to mute the audio due to copyrighted audio, but yeah. Gonzaga getting their butts whooped. The undefeated team getting their butts handed to them by Baylor in the national championship game here in basketball. But what's up, Desmond? What's up, bro? Are you even there?
What's up? I am back. Oh, he doesn't know Westwood One. I'm watching CBS.
Are you watching CBS?
Yeah,
I could watch it if I wanted to, but I wanted to listen to Westwood on audio. If I wanted to, I could watch it.
Oh, did you see how many times I rickrolled my channel this week? During spring break, I rickrolled my channel like 4 times.
Wow.
I should just make a playlist of this is not a called this is
Remember
not
when
a
I made that? Remember when I made the Patrick Mahomes video and rickrolled everybody?
Mm-hmm.
That's how you rickroll people. I know how to rickroll people. Live.
Formation, and in 2008, Gonzaga is also trying to become the second team out of its conference to win a championship, looking to join San Francisco. They went back-to-back in 1955 and 56. The Dons of Bill Russell and Casey Jones were playing out of what was then the California Basketball Association, which has evolved into the current day West Coast Conference. That's our Fact of the Game, sponsored by CDW, making IT solutions work for you. That's IT orchestration by CDW. CDW people.
Let's see how the Royals are doing.
That San Francisco team, they were the first to finish an NCAA championship.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? Guess what?
This year, but Gonzaga's got to do
What?
The Royals won today.
We talked before the game started.
Guess what our record? Guess what our record is?
95-26.
We're 3-1. We're 3-1.
It's 11-0 in this game.
What's your guys' record?
I'm looking right now.
NCAA opponents off turnovers. So that's
no wonder they're here.
Mind-boggling stat.
Jalen Suggs
Oh!
on the right wing, getting chased by
Bottom of the
seventh. Turnover and a takeaway. Here
Bottom
comes
of the seventh right now, just because we're losing 4-3.
It is Teague, and they'll count the bucket.
I'm never talking about the Royals and the Blues again.
That's the goaltend.
We're 1-2.
If I get a chance to, I'm gonna stream the Brewers Royals game.
Baylor with a lead.
You guys are 1-2.
Yes. We're either gonna be 1-3 or 2-1 or 2-2 after this.
You're 2-2.
Being held as he got that.
Playing the Cup right now. We're losing.
Cubs suck, bro. How are you losing to the Cubs? They are trash.
It'd be the second time since spring training.
The Cubs are trash. I'm just gonna tell you that. They don't got anything. They don't got the good players.
Right now we have one of the best defenses in the entire league.
Meyer on the right wing. Meyer step back three on the right wing. That's short. Rebound saved by Nemhart, and Ayayi looking to run. Here's Suggs on the left wing. Down the right side of the lane, gets to the basket. The foul called before the shot. Waved it off, and it looks like Jarrett Butler picks up the personal foul. That's his second, 17th foul. 1-1 opportunity coming up for Suggs.
Oh, good opportunity, PJ, for the Zags to utilize the free throw line, too, to get back in this game. Yeah, and they need to penetrate. I really wasn't sure that last possession when Suggs went into the gap whether he got grabbed a little bit, but again, they have got.
I was hoping UCLA was going to win
What Baylor loves to do, you attack the gap,
against Gonzaga.
Hold on, let me back a second.
You've got to be strong. If you can
So you know
weather
what I'm
that
hoping
initial
to happen? Because they flipping beat UCLA. I'm taking Baylor. Just because they made me mad and they beat UCLA.
Into Vital, misses the first shot, gets an offensive rebound, and puts it back in on the right side. 35-16. Mark Vital has been just dynamic on the glass. 5 rebounds already.
35-16.
Nemhard feeding it to Timmy, runs down the right side of the lane, lays it in with the right hand. The answer inside for Drew Timmy, who has 8 in the first half.
Neither team, neither coach is going to be happy with their pick and roll defense. I mean, they're yielding layups most times on pick and rolls. Gonzaga stays with the 2-3 zone.
Vital to Flagler, runner from the foul line. Pin ball's in and out, no good, but a foul is going to be called underneath. Vital got knocked down, and the whistle goes against Gonzaga. Nemhard picks up the foul. They give it to Nemhard, his first.
These two teams played 2 years ago in the NCAA tournament, and Gonzaga won. They've won all 5 previous meetings. But Mark Vital that night had 5 offensive rebounds. He's headed that direction again tonight.
Inbound comes to the left block, and Flo Fama has to back it out. Picks up his dribble at the right elbow. Back to Mitchell now. Mitchell pointing. Dribbling good on the floor. Now goes past Ayayi. Jumps the pass out of bounds. He got in the air and didn't have anywhere to go with it. Couldn't get an angle to Flagler on the right sideline on a turnover.
Well, that time it was a good rotation on the backside. Corey Kispert came across. He did a good job contesting the pass, and the rotation on the backside forced him to throw it out of bounds.
Suggs, ball poked out of his hands. He takes it away from Davion Mitchell before he can secure it. Now Suggs all the way to the rim, lays it in. Once the initial pressure was thwarted, easy pickings for Suggs at the rim. Gonzaga within 15.
I'll tell you, though, he's lucky he didn't get a push-off because Mitchell knocked the ball loose, and when the two of them went for the loose ball, Suggs kind of used his right arm. That's why he got the ball. It worked, but that's a dangerous play.
Baylor will set up in the half court. Flagler with 10 on the shot clock. Hands it off to T. T guarded by Ayayi on the left wing. 5 to shoot. T dribbles it off his foot. Ball dribbles near the timeline. T flips it over to Mitchell. Mitchell leading in for a 3 at the top of the key. It won't go. Timmy tries to rip the rebound away. It's tied up. Possession arrow belongs to Gonzaga. Thamba and Timmy just in a tugging match, and the tie-up called. Gonzaga gets the basketball.
JJ, you can count the rebounds Gonzaga's got with clean rebounds with 2 hands where they control the rebound on this end.
It has been tough going on the glass tonight for Gonzaga. Baylor has just been all over that basketball. Here's Nemhard. Nemhard dribbles past the foul line, leads it for Kispert. Kispert backs it out to Ayayi. Ayayi picked up by Thamba, and that'll be a trip on Flo Thamba. Now here's another developing story, guys. That's 2 on Thamba, 2 fouls on Chamo Chachua, and 2 fouls on Jared Butler for Baylor.
Well, JJ made the point. They can get back in it, or they can chip away at the lead by getting to the free throw line. But on top of that is what you're talking about. They're not just getting to the free throw line. They're accumulating some fouls against key players for Baylor.
Well, the front court has been hit hard right now with Thamba and Chamo Chachua each with 2 as Ayayi goes to the line. He's a 79% foul shooter, 1-and-1 opportunity. And the front end is good. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network, your home for the national championships. Chiefs football, boys baseball, Mizzou Tigers, and high school sports. The game is on KMMO Marshall. 4:37 remaining in the first. Both free throws good. Gonzaga within 13. You can hear Gonzaga's fans trying to rally their team before halftime arrives here in Indy. Davion Mitchell falling for a screen. Gets it from Chamo Chachua. Over to Flagler. 3 left wing. Oh, it's good. Everybody's getting a 3 for the Baylor Bears. Flagler rains it down to stretch the lead again to 16. That's 6 for 10 in the first half for the Bears. Kispert quickly on the other end. Turnaround jumper on the left block is good. Penetrated easily, and Gonzaga back within 14.
Staying in that 2-3 zone. You know, those 2 points by Joel Ayayi His first 2 of the game. He had 22 the other night against UCLA.
Mitchell at the top. Working against Suggs. John Machacho with the screen. Mitchell whips the pass and it's taken away. Kispert with the steal. Long pass ahead. Feeds it to Ayayi. There's 2 more. On a 2-hand flush. Joel Ayayi brings Gonzaga within 12. Scott Drew takes the timeout with 3:41 to go.
Defense, you don't turn it over on the offensive end, get baskets. Defensively, now you're talking more active. Think about the mindset, PJ, of the Zags, as they played in the first half, can get this lead under 10 going in the half. They want the 2-3 zones made a big difference.
It's a break in the action. Baylor's lead down to 12, 38-26. You're listening to the Men's Basketball National Championship on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network. That beautifully designed smartphone of yours, it's about to get jealous of a toothbrush. The Oral-B.
Yeah, you know when your starting lineup's good in baseball when Whit Merrifield has 3 home runs. Michael A. Taylor has 2, Salvi has 1, and Jorge Soler already has 1.
You'll enjoy the wow of a professional clean feel at home. All that, and it's winning tech awards and raves from dentists everywhere. Sorry, smartphone, there's some new tech in the house. Check out IO at oralb.com. Brush like a pro.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Granger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facilities
Yo, what's up, everybody?
safer. Call Granger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Looking to hire? Consider the latest stats from Talent Nest. They found Indeed.
Let's see here. Danny Duffy has a win. ERA 0.
That's because Indeed doesn't just serve up resumes. They have ways to help you increase your candidates.
Mike
By adding
Mike.
qualification questions to your job post and telling Indeed it's a mandatory requirement by checking Deal Breaker. To learn more about how Indeed helps you hire, visit Indeed.com/credit.
Carlos Fernandez.
Indeed.com/credit. Terms and conditions
Joe
apply.
Wade Davis, ERA is 5.40. Oh, it's a lot lower. That's why. Brad Keller. Jake Judas.
Amazing to say this, but Gonzaga faced a 19-point deficit. Bulldogs have it down to 12. Jason Horwitz back with you in our Westwood One studios. Baylor 38, Gonzaga 26, 3:41 to go halftime. And stay with us for the State Farm Tournament halftime report. We'll get Bill Walton and Doug Gottlieb's thoughts on this opening half. Plus, we'll pick the National Player of the Year coming up in the half, sponsored by State Farm. State Farm has surprisingly great rates on car insurance. You'll get coverage that meets your needs at a price that fits your budget. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Back to Kevin Kugler. Jason, thanks. 12-point advantage. Baylor with the basketball. 3:36 and counting to go in this first half and a whistle. Ball not free. And Baylor will inbound near half court.
Look in the
That's
private
an
chat.
intentional kick, though. That's why he called it. They're not. If
I'm
it's
not
not
going to.
intentional, they're not going to call it.
I'm not going to look.
Jared Butler will
I
inbound
better know what it is.
for the Baylor Bears. Butler gets it back on the right-hand wing. Butler will back out to the right side of Teague. Teague with 15 to shoot. Baylor up by 12. Butler bouncing into the foul line. Teague, one dribble to his left. Pull-up jumper from the elbow is good. 14 the lead. Teague on the board again. He's got 9.
Good slice in between the two lines of the zone.
You guys lose this game or did the Jazz win this one?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping. What is that, man?
17, 43.
Hey, Turner County.
They're 1 for 5.
Hey, what's up, Turn County?
7 for 11.
Hey, click the link, Turn County.
Jimmy
Click the link.
dumps it down to Kispert, and Kispert rolling from the right side to the rim, lays it in.
Just don't look in the private chat because Desmond's rickrolling people.
shooting 53%.
He can't see it, so he's lucky.
Off turnovers 13-4 in favor of Baylor as they work with Butler between the circles. The bounce to Teague. 12 points, backs up, right elbow jumper good, give him 14. 45-28 Baylor.
Minnehaha.
Kisper.
Minnehaha.
Top of
Oh
the
my
key,
God, that's a
pulls
funny
it
guy.
down to Suggs. Suggs, a bounce
Wait,
to
are you
Kisper
in your
right
stream
corner.
turn, Kevin? Or are you
2
still
minutes
streaming?
to play. First half. Timmy at the
Is that
top.
why you're not
Hands
coming?
it to Nemhard. Nemhard. Step back three for Nemhard. That's short. Rebound tipped around. Ayayi gets a rare offensive rebound for Gonzaga. Here's Nemhard attacking again. Gets inside, fighting his way through traffic, and he's fouled as he goes down the left side of the lane on his way to the rim. That's going to go on Chamwa Chachua, I believe. And if it is, that's his third, and it is. That's number 3.
Oh, you're still streaming, okay.
On Jonathan Chamwa Chachua. That's a big foul. He played really, really well against Houston and has had some solid play in this tournament at 11 against Houston.
They need all their bigs to control Timmy. The more bigs they have on the floor, the more difficult it's going to be for Timmy.
At the line, Andrew Nemhard. 78% on the year, 3 for 4 tonight, making 4 for 5.
Gonzaga's getting destroyed right now.
Stay up to date with the championship game on Westwood One Sports by following us on Twitter at Westwood One Sports. We'll be tweeting game highlights, behind-the-scenes photos from our broadcast, and much, much more. That's Westwood, the number 1, then sports.
Well, the point J.J. made is coming right now. 8 for 9, Gonzaga right now from the free throw line. Baylor's only 2 for 2 now. Baylor doesn't need making free throws. They keep making threes.
Free throw is good for Nemhard. Makes them both. 15-point game. Was as much as 19 for Baylor. Butler to Teague at the top. Teague bumped as he comes across by his teammate Flagler. Step back in the corner. Teague fading away. That one won't go. Offensive rebound. Vital gives it back to Teague. Crashing inside. Misses 5 feet. And the rebound, Kisper. A couple of good looks for Teague. Kisper inside Timmy. One-on-one against Vital. Timmy up and under move, and he's fouled. Working inside against Vital. And if this becomes a battle of attrition, there's an advantage brewing for Gonzaga as Vital picks up his first. Remember, Chamo Chachua with 3, Thamba with 2, Butler with 2, and now the first on Vital.
Baylor fans are not happy, but I thought it was a foul going up inside. You didn't get by him, but they chopped down. And again, they're creeping back in. Offensively, I think they've solved most of their problems, except for still too many turnovers and deflections, but they're shooting 50% from the field. They're 10 for 11 from the free throw line. They can't make a 3, which is really hurting them. But on the other end, they cannot secure defensive rebounds. Mark Vital's just outworking them.
Timmy good on both free throws. 13-point advantage for Baylor with 1:17 to go until halftime. BYU led Gonzaga by 12 at halftime earlier this season, their largest halftime deficit. Butler with 17 on the shot clock has to back it out to Mitchell. Now gives it off to Butler. Butler against Timmy at the top of the key. Butler with 2 fouls, driving down the right side, feeds it underneath, and an easy 2 uncontested for Mark Vital on the left block.
Okay. For me, well, I might stream tomorrow. This is my area.
Lost the handle on the ball. Kisper picks it up, tries to dump it down to Ayayi. Nothing there. Ayayi has to back it out. They'll reset the offense. Suggs turns the corner, gets into the paint. Suggs penetrates. Blocking foul. Count the bucket. And one more coming. Number 2 on Mark Vital.
Write that one down because that's one of the biggest calls. He was definitely in the circle. That's a very good call by Keith Kimball because that could have been foul 3 on Jalen Suggs. And instead, it's a chance for a 3-point play for the Zags. And I think Mark Few is going to get, if Jalen Suggs makes this free throw, I think he's going to get him out at least for the defensive possession.
Yeah, the last thing he wants is for his freshman to have 3 going into that second half. He's got 2 fouls, but he's played smart with those 2 fouls since reinserted at around the 10.5-minute mark.
Yeah, he only came close really to commit 1 foul. The one that JJ described on a fast break where he did a smart thing. He stopped, got under control, and avoided. I think it was Davion Mitchell trying to get the offensive foul.
He does sit down to Suggs. Watson and Cook back on the floor now for Gonzaga. 12-point game, 30 seconds until halftime.
A chance, depending on how quickly Baylor shoots it, for Gonzaga to get a stop and a score, or a chance for Baylor to get a huge bucket going into the locker room.
About 7 seconds difference between game and shot clock. Shot clock's at 8. Shot clock's at 7. Mitchell just dribbling on top of the logo. Shot clock at 5. Flagler comes around. He turns down the screen. Mitchell dribbles top of the key. 3. Well short. That was blocked by Aaron Cook. He got a piece of that ball, and it's a shot clock violation. 6.7 seconds
There should be
on the
more
clock.
time on the clock. I don't know if they're going to review, but I think there's a little more time. The clock kept running after this one. You can find out what it was at. Whether, it should have stopped at the 24.
We've got 2 alternate officials, Jerry Pollard and Larry Serrato, and they put 8.4 now on the clock. So a lot of time for Gonzaga to work with here for the final shot. Maybe get it to 10 or even 9.
Watch Kisper coming in late.
Here's Nemhard on the drive. Nemhard leads it all the way to the rim as Anton Watson. A finger roll is good, and Gonzaga with life at the end of the first half. Anton Watson right down the middle of the lane. A finger roll for 2, and Baylor's lead once 19 is down to 10. And PJ, Mark Few's going to go into the locker room and say, hey, we were down 12 to BYU not too long ago. Came back and had it cut to 7 1 minute into the second half.
If you can be pleased to be down 10 going into the locker room, that's what Gonzaga is right now.
Momentum on the side of the Zags right now, but we'll see what happens in the locker room.
Still a 10-point lead for the Bears.
Bears are happier with their position than Gonzaga with theirs, I'm sure. Halftime score, Baylor 47, Gonzaga 37, just ahead. The State Farm halftime report. You're listening to the Men's Basketball National Championship on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
So now it's halftime, people. It's halftime. I'll put the score up here for halftime. Baylor leads Gonzaga 47-37. That's just a game that's been dominated by Baylor. Everybody's been thinking Gonzaga's going to win this game and become the first team since 1976 to win the championship as an undefeated team. But it hasn't happened since 1976, and the last person to do it was Indiana. There's been many teams that have tried. The last team that tried doing it was Kentucky in 2013, but they failed. They lost in the Final Four to Wisconsin. But today, we see Gonzaga. They're losing right now to Baylor, but what you heard there, the largest they've been down at halftime is 12 points. And guess what? They won that game against BYU. So, if you're a Gonzaga fan, you may not need to worry, but there could be some concern. Just because I don't like Gonzaga as they beat UCLA, I'm going to take Baylor to win this, but wouldn't be surprised if Gonzaga wins. Baylor. You're not Baylor. Desmond, what do you think about this game so far?
This is a great game.
Good game? Even though it was a blowout at first?
Yeah. But they started to level up now. It's like a Bucks game. It's a blowout by the Bucks, and then we give it up at halftime.
You mean the Warriors? It's not the Bucks, it's the Warriors.
Yeah, what's going on with the Warriors right now?
I don't want to talk about my Warriors right now.
Yeah. Is Curry injured or something?
What?
Is Curry hurt?
No. Let's see here. The Heat beat us and we got blown out by the Raptors, 130-77, and we lose to the Hawks, 117-111.
Is Curry just not making shots or something or anything? Man just won the 3-point contest and can't win a game.
My God, I can't believe this. On Friday, we lost 130-77.
Well, get ready when you play the Bucks. Oh, that's a free win.
I don't want to face the Bucks again.
You'll be absolutely blown out by like 30, but then by halftime it's going to be like a 10-point game.
No, we're going to get blown up by Milwaukee.
No, you're not. We haven't blown out anybody in a while. Last thing we blew out was the Celtics.
Because that's the
No,
Celtics.
last time we blew out was the Heat. That was a month ago. That was
Yeah,
2 months ago.
The Heat suck.
Yeah, the team that just won the finals suck.
I mean, this is so funny. We get blown out by a team that's 19 and 30,
Mm.
and the Warriors are 23 and 26, and we get blown out by a 19-win team on Friday. Talk about a terrible team.
Yeah,
Then Curry comes back yesterday, and we still lose.
but they're playing like they did without. They're playing like they did last year.
Well, finally, James Wiseman's in the starting lineup. Finally. I just want to say, why the hell we bring back Jordan Poole? Jordan Poole sucks.
I feel like the Bucks are way worse than they were last year. Got rid of so many players.
Yeah, I wish Giannis went to Golden State.
Yeah, he might go.
There was rumors during the offseason he was going to go to Golden State, but he went back to Milwaukee.
Because we gave him a lot of money, and then he doesn't do anything the first couple games.
Yeah, imagine my Warriors if Giannis came to Golden State.
Imagine Curry would be like a nobody.
Just imagine this.
Curry's a three. Curry.
Imagine this. Imagine this.
Oh my God!
Imagine this. Klay Thompson gets healthy. Then you have Steph, Klay, Dre, and Giannis.
Just thought I wouldn't do that. I want to do that. It's the fantasy. We're doing fantasy teams. That's a good team.
That's the God Squad right there. Oh heck, you even have James Wiseman. We even have James Wiseman. But let's see here. How's the Blues doing?
I just find it really, really, really funny that the team that beat the Badgers is in the national championship game, and they're blowing out the other team. I find that really funny.
Yep, the Blues suck. The Blues, the St. Louis Blues now officially suck.
No, there it's St. Louis. So the only good St. Louis team right now is the Cardinals, by the looks of it, because they have the absolute God Squad.
They got blown.
The fantasy team come to life.
Hey, you actually want to say something? They got blown to smithereens yesterday, 12-1.
Okay, they got Matt Carpenter. They got
Matt Carpenter.
They still have Jay Bruce. They still have Jay Bruce. Oh wait, no, they don't.
They have no.
They
have Nolan Arenado. They have Colton Long, Paul Goldschmidt. Who else? So they have Paul DeYoung. My God, I should know this. Oh, Yadier Molina. That's pretty much. But they got destroyed 12-1 yesterday against Cincinnati. Cincinnati
was the worst team in the entire league last year, and the year before, and the year before that.
And Cincinnati kills St. Louis 12-1. Just like the Golden Knights are doing to my Blues right now. They're killing the Golden Knights are killing my Blues 6-1.
One of my subscribers is a Golden Knights fan.
What?
One of my subscribers is a Golden Knights fan. And he's a Raiders fan, so it's perfect.
Oh, Raiders suck.
No, well, they could be in the episode. They almost made the playoffs if their defense wasn't absolute godly trash.
Just make it look kind of a little professional when I make this. Yo, why is Robert Manfred trending? The commissioner of baseball?
I don't know. Robert Manfred banned fan to having cleats today. He just wants to go to basketball shoes. I think he feels real happy about being. I'm trending finally.
I miss streaming on my old channel
Yeah.
because I know I get more people watching on that channel.
What the? What in the actual is that?
What?
What the? Bali Sports, Wisconsin. What happened
Yeah.
to Fox Sports? Did Fox go out of business?
No, they did that because of baseball. Baseball came in and brought in Bali Sports, so pretty much got rid of Fox Sports, which is dumb. It's ugly, right? Bali Sports is ugly.
What the is that? Hey, at least my dad gets freaking Brewers now. He has Dish, and
You,
then Fox is like, no. Fox is
you
like,
gotta,
we're done fighting with the TV companies.
yeah, the Bali Sports thing.
What is that? What is that scoreboard?
It's ugly. I know.
What in the actual that?
I know.
The scoreboard shows NBA scores.
Just look what it looks like
We're,
during
we're
baseball.
losing by 2.
Hold on.
We're losing
Just
by
look-
2 to the freaking Cubs.
Just look what it looks like during baseball games.
I'm sad.
It's ugly. I hate Bali Sports.
Wow, how are we losing by 2 to the freaking Cubs? One of the best defenses of spring training. Can't beat the Cubs.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, the Brewers are probably gonna officially lose. Hey, watch the Brewers game.
I am.
Oh, you are?
5-3.
Yeah, you see how ugly that scoreboard is?
This is not nice. I don't like it. Can I? Oh, we're at 4. Wait. Hey, watch the live timer. Watch the live timer. It's at 47:31. And 47:37.
Oh my god.
All right. I'm going to go.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yeah,
Are you gonna stay in the YouTube chat though?
probably.
Okay. Well, you're gonna miss out on my professional ticker I'm making.
All right, see ya.
See ya. Just stay in the YouTube chat. You're gonna see my professional ticker. You better come back. You know what? I'm bored. I went in the stream. I'm bored.